Hello, and welcome to Whispers of Time, where timeless stories of extraordinary lives are gently brought back to life. Today, we explore the remarkable journey of Johnny Depp, an artist who refused to follow the rules, a rebel who turned pain into creativity, and a global icon whose life story is as complex and unforgettable as the characters he brought to the screen. Johnny Depp is not just an actor. He is a symbol of artistic freedom, individuality, rebellion, and resilience. Over the course of several decades, he has transformed from a quiet, troubled boy into one of the most recognizable and versatile figures in the history of cinema. Known for his unconventional choices, eccentric characters, and refusal to follow Hollywood norms, Depp carved a unique path that few actors have dared to walk. His journey is not a simple success story. It is filled with pain, failures, addictions, public scandals, career collapses, and powerful comebacks. Johnny Depp's life proves that talent alone is not enough. Endurance, authenticity, and a deep connection to one's art are what truly define greatness. This is the complete story of Johnny Depp. His childhood, dreams, rise to fame, artistic evolution, personal struggles, controversies, and enduring legacy. Johnny Depp was born John Christopher Depp II on June 9, 1963, in Owensboro, Kentucky, USA. He was the youngest of 4 children in a working-class family. His father, John Christopher Depp, was a civil engineer, while his mother, Betty Sue Palmer, worked as a waitress. The family moved frequently during Johnny's early years, living in more than 20 different homes before finally settling in Florida. This constant movement created instability in Johnny's life. He struggled to form lasting friendships and often felt isolated. His home life was deeply troubled, marked by emotional pain and domestic conflict. Depp has openly spoken about experiencing abuse during his childhood, a trauma that would later shape both his personality and his artistic expression. At the age of 15, Johnny's parents divorced, an event that profoundly affected him. He dropped out of high school shortly afterward, feeling disconnected from the traditional education system. Lost and searching for meaning, Johnny turned to music as his emotional escape. Before Hollywood ever noticed him, Johnny Depp wanted to be a musician. He taught himself how to play the guitar and joined several local bands during his teenage years. Music became his refuge, a way to express pain, anger, and confusion that he could not put into words. At 16, Depp moved to Los Angeles to pursue a music career. He joined a band called The Kids, which gained moderate success in the local club scene and even opened for major acts. For Johnny, music was not a hobby. It was his identity. To support himself financially, he worked various odd jobs. Acting was never part of the plan. In fact, Depp initially disliked the idea of becoming an actor. That changed unexpectedly due to a chance connection that would alter his life forever. Johnny Depp's entry into acting was purely accidental. Through his then-wife, makeup artist Lori Ann Allison, Depp met actor Nicolas Cage. Cage recognized something unique in Johnny and encouraged him to try acting, suggesting he audition for film roles. Reluctantly, Depp agreed. In 1984, he landed his first role in the horror film A Nightmare on Elm Street. Although his character died early in the movie, the role introduced him to Hollywood and opened the door to new opportunities. Despite this early success, Depp did not immediately fall in love with acting. He saw it as a temporary way to support his music career. However, fate had other plans. Johnny Depp's big break came in 1987 when he was cast as Officer Tom Hansen in the television series 21 Jump Street. The show became a massive hit, turning Depp into a teenage heartthrob almost overnight, while the fame brought wealth and recognition. Depp felt trapped. He hated being seen as a pretty face rather than a serious artist. The superficial nature of celebrity culture clashed with his introverted personality and creative ambitions. Depp deliberately tried to distance himself from his heartthrob image. He avoided interviews, dressed unconventionally, and sought darker, more complex roles. His frustration with fame fueled his determination to redefine himself as an actor. Johnny Depp's career changed forever when he met director Tim Burton. Their first collaboration, Edward Scissorhands, 1990, became a defining moment in both of their careers. Depp's portrayal of Edward, a gentle, misunderstood outsider with scissors for hands, resonated deeply with audiences. The character mirrored Depp's own feelings of alienation and sensitivity. His performance was subtle, emotional, and deeply human. This film marked the beginning of a legendary partnership. Depp and Burton went on to collaborate on multiple projects, including Ed Wood, 1994, Sleepy Hollow, 1999, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, 2005, Corpse Bride, 2005, Sweeney Todd, The Demon Barber of Fleet Street, 2007, Alice in Wonderland, 2010. Through these films, Depp became known for playing eccentric, dark, and unconventional characters. He rejected mainstream hero roles and embraced artistic risk. Throughout the 1990s, Johnny Depp consistently chose roles that challenged audiences and defied expectations. He starred in films such as What's Eating Gilbert Grape, 1993, where he played a young man caring for his family alongside Leonardo DiCaprio Donnie Brasco, 1997, portraying an undercover FBI agent infiltrating the mafia Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, 1998. A surreal and controversial performance as Hunter S. Thompson. Depp's portrayal of journalist Hunter S. Thompson became one of the most iconic performances of his career. He immersed himself completely in the role, to beats, forming a close friendship with Thompson and adopting his mannerisms, voice, and worldview. Although many of these films were not box office hits, critics praised Depp's dedication and fearless performances. He earned a reputation as an actor's actor, someone who valued art over money. In 2003, Johnny Depp shocked Hollywood with his portrayal of Captain Jack Sparrow in Pirates of the Caribbean: The Curse of the Black Pearl. Inspired by rock star Keith Richards, Depp created a character unlike any traditional movie hero. Studio executives initially doubted his choices, calling the performance strange and risky, but audiences loved it. Captain Jack Sparrow became a cultural phenomenon, earning Depp his first Academy Award nomination. The film's massive success turned him into one of the highest-paid actors in the world. Despite his new blockbuster status, Depp maintained his unconventional approach. He refused to change his style or conform to Hollywood expectations, proving that individuality could coexist with mainstream success. Johnny Depp's personal life has been as complex as his film roles. He has been involved in several high-profile relationships, including with Winona Ryder, Kate Moss, Vanessa Paradis, and later Amber Heard. His relationship with Vanessa Paradis lasted over a decade and resulted in 2 children. During this period, Depp appeared relatively stable, focusing on family life while continuing his acting career. However, his later marriage to Amber Heard became one of the most publicized and controversial chapters of his life. The relationship ended in accusations, legal battles, and intense media scrutiny that damaged Depp's reputation and career. Throughout his life, Johnny Depp has struggled with addiction. He openly admitted to using drugs and alcohol as coping mechanisms for emotional pain and childhood trauma. Despite multiple attempts at sobriety, addiction remained a recurring battle. Depp has described substance abuse as both a refuge and a prison, something that numbed his pain but slowly destroyed parts of his life. These struggles affected his professional reliability, leading to tensions with studios and collaborators. At one point, Hollywood began to distance itself from him, and major franchises dropped him. Following the legal controversies and media backlash in the late 2010s, Johnny Depp experienced a dramatic fall from grace. He lost major roles, including his part in the Fantastic Beasts franchise. For the first time in decades, Depp was largely absent from Hollywood. His name became synonymous with controversy rather than creativity. Yet during this period, Depp continued to create art. He returned to music, painting, and smaller film projects, refusing to let public opinion define his identity. In recent years, Johnny Depp has slowly rebuilt his career. His legal victories and public support from fans helped restore his image. He returned to filmmaking, directing, and starring in independent projects, and receiving standing ovations at international film festivals. Depp's comeback is not about reclaiming fame. It is about reclaiming dignity and artistic freedom. He remains committed to telling stories that matter to him, regardless of commercial expectations. Johnny Depp's legacy extends far beyond box office numbers. He represents artistic courage, vulnerability, and the refusal to be labeled. His characters are outsiders, rebels, and dreamers, reflections of his own soul. He taught the world that success does not require conformity, and that true artistry often comes at a personal cost. Johnny Depp's life is a powerful reminder that greatness is rarely smooth or simple. It is forged through pain, perseverance, and authenticity. Despite his flaws and mistakes, Depp remains a symbol of creative freedom and emotional honesty. His story is not finished. As long as there are stories to tell and music to play, Johnny Depp will continue to inspire those who dare to be different.